Hi, I'm Danny Chelius, coordinator for the American Academy of Otolaryngology Head and Neck Surgery Annual Meeting and Oto Experience. We can't wait to welcome you to Nashville in just under 2 weeks for this year's annual meeting. And we're very excited that the app is now available for download and use. You can find it in both the Apple and the Android stores and can start to use it now to build your schedule, connect with other attendees, see who the speakers are going to be, start looking at the posters, start familiarizing yourself with the CME process. The app is functional, usable, and ready to go. So I'm going to give you some tips today on downloading and using the app and where to find it. So if you look here in the App Store, and I happen to be on an iPhone right now, I'm going to search AAO HNSF, and it will bring up the different apps. Now, you're looking for this app for the 2023 annual meeting. The 2022 meeting app is also still available in the App Store, but that's not the one you want. So if we download and open the 2023 app, it'll take you to a screen like this, where the first thing you're going to want to do is sign in. So we'll click the sign in button. Now, very important, when you sign in, you have to use the email address that is associated with your registration. So if you're like me and you use 3 or 4 different email addresses, it's really important you use the one that was used to register you for the meeting. I'll click continue, and it's going to give me the opportunity to get a magic link. So I'm going to click the Get a Magic Link button, and in just a moment, it should pop up in my email with a way to sign me into the app. Now, signing into the app is important because it lets you populate your own personal schedule for the meeting. And if you go onto the web version of the schedule, sign in there and make selections on the web version, it will sync with your app as well. So I'm going to go over to my email. I heard the ding telling me that I had a new email, and there's my email from the app. I'll scroll down and click this Let's Get Started button, which should take me right back into the app and sign me in. So now you can see that I'm signed into the app. You're going to want to take some time to click into your personal profile, add a picture of yourself, fill out your biography, and tell the app a little bit about you so that other attendees will be able to find you, perhaps ask you questions if you're a speaker or someone that they've met, share contact information, and it will also allow the app to make recommendations about content for you under the My Show button here at the bottom of the screen. So let me show you a couple of my favorite features about the app. The first one is this looking glass here at the top of the home page. This looking glass is a search function that will search everywhere in the app for anything you want to find. So for example, let's say I'm looking for myself or when a colleague is speaking. I can just type in their name, Chelius, and it will bring up, well, me in this case. I can click in their speaker profile and find a list of all of their sessions when they're speaking at the annual meeting. Let's say, for example, I'm going to click back into the looking glass. Let's say, for example, that you are a nursing mom and you would prefer to have a private place to pump or to breastfeed. You can look up nursing, and here is the Nursing Mothers Lounge up at the top of the search, and we can click in and see where the Nursing Mother Lounges are located. Now, there are other ways to get to that same information. Under this orange tab at the bottom of the screen, Meeting Information, if you search through there under General Information, you would eventually find the Nursing Mothers Lounges, along with lots of other really helpful information about the annual meeting. But by using the looking glass on the home page, you can quickly search for anything you want in the annual meeting. It's a really helpful feature. The second most helpful feature in my mind is the Schedules at a Glance. If you click in the main purple schedule page, you can go down to the filter button here in the corner. And by opening up the filters, you can click on Schedule at a Glance and check it off so that it's filtering by it. We then will hit Apply at the bottom, and that will bring up the Schedules at a Glance for each day of the meeting. So let's say, for example, you want to get a 10,000-foot overview of the entire meeting on Sunday and what's being offered at different times. We'll click on the Sunday Meeting at a Glance. We'll click on this More button, and we can see the entire schedule of events on Sunday and what's happening at different times, but in less detail than we can find it elsewhere in the schedule. So for example, here at 6:30 a.m., we can see that there are some wellness events happening in general. Here at 9:30 a.m., we can see that there are some education sessions happening in general without specific reference to what those educational sessions are. So then knowing that I want to do those general events, I can go into the schedule and look for more specific offerings. Because, for example, there are 30 educational sessions happening at 9:30, and they're going to be in a lot more detail in the schedule. So the schedule at a glance is a great way to get a general overview of what the days look like, to see what events you might want to attend. We can then go back and go back into the filters and clear our filters. And then, for example, look at just Sunday by using the date filter. So here's Sunday, I'll hit apply, and here are the different events happening Sunday. So here I can see that there are 2 wellness events happening Sunday morning at 6:30. There's Odo's on the Run, and there's Sunday Sunrise Yoga at 6:30 a.m. Now, if you would like to participate in one of the events or put it on your own personal schedule, you can click the calendar icon here on the purple tab, or you can actually click into the session to learn more about the session. So I can click this More button, and here's information about the Odo's on the Run Sunday morning. And then you can click this teal Add to My Schedule button at the bottom of the page, and it'll bring up an opportunity to add it to your personal schedule. I've already put this on my schedule because I'm determined to get up and go for a run with my colleagues on Sunday morning. So I will back out of here and go back to the schedule. There are a lot of different ways you can filter for the annual meeting, and you're going to want to play around with these filters to try to find the content most important to you. So you can filter by day. You can also filter by the different educational formats. The private practice study group is hosting coffee talks on several days of the meeting to go in and have an informal chat with them about aspects of private practice and concerns of practitioners, and have a cup of coffee. The Entrepreneur Face-Off is back on Tuesday night. The general assemblies are all happening at different days of the meeting. Section for residents and fellows and young physician section on Saturday. On Sunday. Board of Governors on Saturday. Women in otolaryngology on Monday, and the private practice study group on Tuesday. The great debates are back this year, and you can look at the actual debates here. This year, we're expanding our office hours option so you can come have a conversation with a panel of experts in a subspecialty area and bring your questions to them about patients you're seeing in your practice or questions that you have about their subspecialty area. The rapid poster presentations are going to highlight some of the best posters at the annual meeting. And we actually have a full simulation center running about 30 different simulation courses over at the Omni Hotel during the meeting. The Simulation Center is going to be a great place to get some of the most modern, up-to-date educational opportunities in simulation. So I'm going to go ahead and clear my filters. Look down at the next. There's a special focus filter. We've asked different committees to make recommendations about what content will be most interesting to a member of their committee or someone who's interested in what their committee focuses on, their mission. So, for example, the Women in Otolaryngology section, if we filter by their recommendations and hit apply, we can see what their executive committee has decided would be the most helpful offerings during the meeting in various different format types for people who are interested in the mission of Women in Otolaryngology. Looking back now at the main page, instead of clicking in schedule, we could click in the My Schedule, and under My Schedule, we'll see the things that we have populated. So, for example, I have marked that I want to attend the President's Reception Saturday night over at the Musicians Hall of Fame. Here are some of the things that I've already bookmarked for Sunday. And as I go in and populate the things that I'm interested in through the schedule each day, they will show up in My Schedule, which will be a little easier for me to use during the meeting. The next thing I'll highlight is the Meeting Daily. Every day during the Meeting Daily will broadcast what will be the key messaging for the next 24 hours, what events are especially important to be aware of, and what's happening in Nashville under the Meeting Daily. If you'd like to begin looking at posters are available as soon as they're uploaded by their presenter. And so the virtual poster hall will be available through the app, and the live poster hall will be available in Nashville. International attendees and medical students will find specific information about events relevant to them under these tabs. You can take a look at all of the exhibitors in the Odo Expo through the Exhibitors button. Now, under the Exhibitors button, the map of the exhibitor hall is already live in the apps. So if I go in here to 3D Matrix and I click on View on Map, I can actually see where this particular company is located in the Odo Expo Hall. And let's say that I'm at a different place in the expo and I want to find out how to get to them. Well, I can click Route to, which is right up here. And by doing Route to, let's say that I am over at the American Board of Otolaryngology booth. I click here, and I get a route from the American Board of Otolaryngology booth to the 3D Matrix booth. Once we are live in Nashville, all of the meeting rooms, ballrooms will also be live in this map, and you'll be able to navigate from any place in the convention center to another through the app by clicking on the room numbers in the schedule, or by going here to the bottom of the screen and clicking on floor plans. You'll also be able to navigate. Finally, there is a floor plans button back here on our homepage that will allow you to navigate to the live map in the convention center. You can find the annual meeting webcasts will be uploaded under this button about 24 hours after talks are given in Nashville. So if you miss any content, you can catch it here. If you miss it during the annual meeting, all of it will be recorded and available on OtoLogic for 3 years after the meeting for all meeting attendees. And finally, I really want to highlight this meeting information button. There is so much useful information in the meeting information tab. There's general information about everything you could think of at the meeting. Where's the coat and luggage check? When will the coffee breaks be in the Oto experience? Where is the lost and found? Where can I get lunch? Where is the Millennium Society Lounge? Where is the Nursing Mothers Lounge? All kinds of very useful information is available here under the general information tab. So coming back out, at the bottom of the page, you'll be able to see your personal schedule, as well as recommendations for you based on your schedule and based on things you put about yourself in your profile. And finally, here is, again, your Claim CME button. It's in multiple places on this page to make sure that it's quick and easy for you to claim your CME for the annual meeting. So be sure to go download the app, start playing with it, start populating your schedules, look and see who else is going to be at the meeting. If you click under the attendees tab up here, you can see everyone who has already registered for the meeting, and you'll be able to chat with them once the meeting app opens. You're going to want to go in and populate your own profile so that when people click on your name, they'll be able to see who you are and learn about where you're from. And you'll be able to use the live chat function during the meeting to actually get to know other attendees. So download the app, start making your plans to travel safely to Nashville. We can't wait to see you then. If you have any questions, please contact us at either meetings@entnet.org or programs@entnet.org. We'll be happy to help you out to make your meeting experience a good one. Can't wait to see you in Nashville. Take care.